A skilled hacker is one of the most important assets a nation can have when it comes to geopolitics and cyber warfare. Many governments are even considering making adjustments like skipping military fitness requirements and permitting marijuana use to attract the new generation of state-sponsored hackers. Such a high demand for experienced hackers has now turned hacking into one of the most valuable skill sets of the 21st century, and ethical hackers are now being offered six-figure salaries in the tech industry. But apart from all this, being a hacker is simply cool. That's why in this video, I'll walk you through how you can kickstart your hacking journey from today and acquire some of the essential skills within a few months. So let's get started.
Disclaimer.
This video is intended for individuals who are pursuing a career in cybersecurity and strongly discourages black hat hacking as it is both unethical and illegal.
Step number 1. Using Linux.
Okay, so the first essential step in becoming a hacker is to start using Linux more and your traditional operating system less. But why? Well, there are several reasons for that. First, in order to hack effectively, you must have a deep understanding of your operating system. And unlike Windows, Linux is completely transparent, allowing you to see and manipulate all its working parts and use it in ways it was not originally intended. Linux also grants you a supreme level of control over your system, and you can control almost anything through a command line interface called the terminal. Apart from all that, over 90% of hacking tools are also designed for Linux. Now to get started with Linux right away, you can watch my ongoing series called Linux for Hackers, where I'll guide you through the process of setting up and using Kali Linux, a Linux distribution specifically designed for hackers, alongside your main operating system. It's a beginner-friendly series, and I'm confident you'll grasp everything even if you have less or no technical background.
Step number 2. Play with different hacking tools.
After you've gained an understanding of what Linux is, and how things typically work in a Linux environment, it's time for you to play around with different hacking tools. Now usually a person can become overwhelmed by the amount of hacking tools that are available nowadays, and may be unsure of where to begin. That's why here are the 5 essential tools to help you get started, and you can find tutorials covering these tools in the Toolbox playlist on my channel. I've currently covered some tools at the moment, but more videos will be out soon.
Step number 3. Virtualization.
Now as you start playing with various hacking tools, you'll need to set up your own vulnerable machine to practice on. Attacking real-world systems is both unethical and illegal, so it's crucial to experiment in a controlled environment. You can do this by creating a virtual machine using a virtualization software like VirtualBox, but if you're unfamiliar with what I'm talking about, a quick Google search for creating a virtual hacking lab will provide you with all the necessary information.
Step number 4. Fundamentals.
While you're enjoying the experience of hacking your own vulnerable systems, you'll likely come across many terminologies that might seem unfamiliar. This should be a clear sign that it's time to get serious and build a strong IT foundation. Learn about basic networking concepts and understand what an IP or MAC address is and how they function. Explore different security concepts. Learn about how wireless technologies work and get comfortable with things like editing Windows registries or using Windows through the command prompt. Also just dive deeper into knowing about how a computer system generally works, and what a software or hardware really is. Now I understand that delving into topics like IP addresses and registries may seem boring at first, but as you'll begin to experiment with various hacking tools, you'll find this initial sense of boredom gradually fading away. You'll be motivated to learn all these things very quickly, which is why I've placed this section at number 4 and not at the top of the list.
Step number 5. Forensics.
Understanding how hackers have been caught in the past and learning how to protect your own anonymity is crucial. While mastering the tools for staying anonymous is essential, it's equally important to familiarize yourself with the investigative process and learning how federal agencies track down cybercriminals.
Step number 6. Gathering information.
To become a hacker, you'll also need to be skilled in gathering information about your target. This target could be a person, a company, or a system. You can find various videos on this topic in the Recon playlist on my channel.
Step number 7. Coding.
After you've become familiar with all the skills I have mentioned so far, it's time to learn programming languages like Python, Perl, or Ruby. But why? Well, because these programming languages are widely used by hackers to create their own customized hacking scripts and malwares, instead of relying on other people's software. Learning to code is crucial if you aspire to become a professional hacker, rather than just being a script kiddie.
Step number 8. Reverse engineering.
While you're in the process of learning one of the languages I mentioned, try taking a pre-made malware or a script written in the same language from the internet, and rebuilding it to incorporate your own modifications as an exercise. This process is commonly known as reverse engineering in the hacking community, and many hackers prefer this approach over creating malware from scratch.
Step number 9. The right mindset.
To truly become a respected hacker, you must adopt the right mindset. You need to be a creative thinker who thinks outside the box, a problem solver because hacking is all about encountering and solving challenges. And lastly, you must possess the mental fortitude to keep trying even after facing hundreds of failures. Hacking systems is not an easy job, and it demands a resilient mindset that keeps trying, even in the face of repeated failures.
Step number 10. Certifications.
Finally, if you want to pursue a career as an ethical hacker, you'll need specific certifications to validate your expertise and land a job. I won't delve into what certifications you should do right now, as I think it's a topic that deserves a separate video, so I'll recommend you watching this excellent explanation by Network Chuck, where he outlines the necessary certifications in order to become an ethical hacker. Anyway guys, this is it for the video. If you have any questions, make sure to ask them in the comments section below, and I'll see you in the next one.